Hi everyone, I'm Mandy Richardson, Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and today I am tackling the subject of factors for lack of growth. Whether you're new or you've been at it for like 6 months and then you just feel like you stall out. So I'm going to go through some of the stuff I've learned doing this for almost 2 years with lots of people and just really observing and watching to see if I can help you with where you're at today. So one of the things I tell, and some of these factors may affect you, and some of these factors you may be like, well, that's not my situation. So obviously apply what works for your situation, but also file the other stuff away because it might help someone in the future that's on your team. So some of the factors are if you're in a new area. And when I say new area, Facebook changes everything. You could be in an area where everyone you know has heard about it, but your Facebook audience is new to hearing about Plexus. Because with Facebook, we can be friends with people all over the world, all over the country. So it really is, when I say new, I mean new to your market, your people. So there is so much out there right now with network marketing, with health and wellness, weight loss, diets, and people have gotten bombarded by it with a lot of products that overpromise and underdeliver. So we're all a little jaded and a little bit like, I don't buy it. So very seldom does someone right out of the very first post you make say, absolutely, sign me up. Now, some people do. But for the most part, we are cynical people and not trusting and believe this is just another one of those tricks where you're just trying to make money off me. And so first of all, know this. It takes repeated exposure for people to see that this is legit. You're not going away. You truly are. You haven't changed your mind since last week. Like, oh, I made that post about Plexus, but this week I realized it was no good. That takes repeated exposure, the education process. Most people need 7 to 12 sometimes exposures before they'll finally say, okay, what's this Plexus stuff about? So you have to be consistent in that. Now, some of you might be saying, they've had 100 exposures. They're all ignoring me. Here's where we kind of just have to look at circle of influence and say, what is it that's not connecting with them? How am I not, if someone doesn't get what this does for them, how am I not delivering that message appropriately? Now, let me caution you here. People who know you, family, will always typically be the hardest. I can get on the Jewels page and there are Jewels that are diamond ambassadors who still have family that want nothing to do with Plexus. I don't know why it is. I know that when I first started, I thought my family was kind of that way too, and now they're all on my team. And if you knew some of the situations, that's a big leap. Like, that's like, what? They really did all join? They did. So just put your blinders on and don't get too caught up if people are not buying into it. So new area. Effective posting. As much as there are cute graphics and, oh, that's funny and clever and things like that you may see, nothing is more effective than great before and after pictures and a story behind it. So here's the deal. You know what Plexus is all about, but you are trying to get them in a very busy world of kids and Facebook and post and we all are going 90 to nothing. You're trying to get them to stop and give you some of their time and attention. So use really good testimonials with before and after pictures to when they're scrolling, that they stop and give you their time and attention, okay? I always say to people, as much as we're not about weight loss only, but that's not what Plexus is just about. There's so much more to it than that. And we all want so badly for everyone to understand that. So we put that all over our Facebook pages. The before and after pictures of amazing weight loss, it's the vehicle that gets you to the conversation. So look at it that way. You're looking to do effective posting that gets them to stop and look. And I'll say this every time I have anybody's attention. Your Facebook posting has to be smart. So that means you can't just only post about Plexus. You have to post about your life. You have to do fun, interactive posts. Every time they see your little profile pic, scroll that screen. Subconsciously, they need to think, oh, she always posts. I want to see what she's saying. She always makes me laugh, or she always has such great stories, or her kids are so funny, or those are always great recipes, or I love whatever is unique to you. I'm not ever saying to be anything other than who you are. Be genuine. But when they see your profile pic come across that screen, it needs to be connected in their mind with something positive, something that makes them say, I'm curious what she had to say today. So you have to kind of develop that. If you were not as heavily involved on Facebook before you started Plexus, it may take a while for that to grow. For Facebook, the logarithms to say, oh, I'm going to put her stuff on those people's news feeds because it's popular. And that takes you interacting with your Facebook audience. Again, I've always said this. I'm not ever saying to be disingenuous. Do not go and say stuff you don't mean or, whatever. But mostly when we scroll Facebook because we're in a hurry, we think that's the stuff, but we don't take the time to say it. All I'm saying is take the time to say it. Take the time to type out, congratulations, happy birthday, that outfit is adorable. Oh my gosh, what a great vacation. That looks like so much fun. Your kids are so cute. Whatever you're thinking, just take the time to say it. And that interaction starts to bump up your post ratings in Facebook world, meaning it'll go on more news feeds. And that's another reason why we all help each other out by liking and commenting on each other's posts, because it boosts our post. So again, Facebook is huge. Be consistent every single day. I can't stress that enough. Every single day. But also don't put a time frame on that. There's a lot about this business you can't control. Don't focus on the stuff you can't control, meaning what your family thinks, how your family feels, how quickly your Facebook audience is going to receive your message. Those are uncontrollables. To sit and focus on that, you're wasting time and you're just going to make yourself frustrated. Focus on the stuff you can control. If it's a busy day with Facebook or customers, then interact with that. If you have a day or week or a couple weeks where you feel like it's not happening in the customer part of my life, then invest in yourself. Watch videos on Plexus on how to grow your business, on how to be a leader. Invest in yourself and spend time kind of doing that while you have that opportunity. Never ever, you have to go in with this with 100% belief. And I get it. I get in the beginning you think we are all creatures of self-doubt. It's in our nature. And a year and a half ago, I probably would have been sitting there with you. What I can say on the end that I'm at, looking back to where you're at, is there's never been a company like Plexus. There's never been products that are delivering like Plexus. And there's never been a compensation plan like this. You are in the right place at the right time. So don't ever get focused on the uncontrollables and let that sabotage your growth. Whatever pace your growth is. Okay? I said all that. Yeah. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is we are ramping up into what I call busy season. So September, most people have come back from, so school is starting. That can be kind of slow because people have, kids are going back to school, the schedules, the organization, the school supplies, the school clothes, everything is focused there. So most women just don't focus on themselves. But once those kids are back in school, summertime's over, the vacationing and living it up and eating whatever you want is over. And now they're kind of like, oh, my jeans from last winter are a little tight. And I'm not feeling that great about myself. I haven't been working out all summer because I've been going on vacations and dealing with kids in the house. And so this starts the beginning of busy season in the sense that people are now getting back to having the time to go work out, having the time. Their life is more routine and scheduled, unlike summertime, where they're going to start making better food choices. And so just be patient is what I'm trying to say. And it's that we're just starting to see that start to pick back up. The other thing I was going to say is what is so interesting about doing this business is it can reflect, it reflects a lot of ourselves. And what I mean by that is, especially as women, we can be very insecure and have self-doubt. And especially if we come to this with not, like Plexus has changed our life and we want so bad for other people to know that. But the minute people don't respond, it's almost like not getting picked for the team at PE in high school. It gets, some of those feelings start to creep in, like, is it me? No one likes me. I'm not popular. Take that and shove it. Put it on the shelf, shut the door, whatever, because that is not what's happening. This is not a reflection of how people feel about you. This is a reflection of themselves, of where they put a priority on health, on how cynical they are. And all I can say is no one, even the most cynical, can argue with the results Plexus is producing. And when you expose them to that, they eventually come around. The only thing I can't guarantee is when that come around is. If it's 3 days, 3 weeks, 6 months. I can't guarantee that. What I can guarantee is the only thing that will stop you from going all the way with this company. And again, I can't say that about any other company out there. This is the only company that no matter when you joined, where you joined, you can go all the way. There's nothing limiting it except if you stop. Except if you let the negativity, the self-doubt start to kind of just like, maybe this won't happen for me. So look, be creative. Get out of your comfort zone. Find garage sale pages and post on the garage sale pages. Say, I've got 10 free sticks of Plexus and I'm going to give them out to the first 10 people that comment. Figure out a way to get people interacting. And if your immediate circle isn't ready to hear about Plexus, don't stop exposing them to it, but find another circle. So I think that's all I have for right now. I could probably talk about this all day because I feel like I've seen so much, and I just don't want anyone to get discouraged. Not for my own growth. It really is one of those things now. I'm so confident in this company and these products that when I talk to someone else about them growing their business, it has nothing to do with how it's going to help me. I know my business is going to be successful, whether you step into that slot and have success or someone else does, because of how well this stuff works. But I want it for you. I want you to have the success that I know you are trying to have with this, but you have to get rid of the self-doubt. You have to get rid of the frustration and getting focused on things you can't control. You have to just put that aside, stay positive. Days you're busy, be busy and interact with your customers. Days you're not busy, invest in yourself. Find videos, read books, grow yourself, because when it does start to grow, buckle up. All right, that's all I got for today. Thanks, guys.